Welcome to Module 3. Today we are focusing on content marketing. Think of content marketing as a strategic approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content. It is essential because its purpose is to attract and retain a clearly defined audience and ultimately to drive profitable customer action. We're going to cover how this strategy establishes brands as industry leaders by enhancing visibility and authority, and how quality content elevates a brand's search engine visibility to drive organic traffic. Finally, we will look at how valuable content attracts potential customers, generating leads more effectively than traditional advertising. Before we start creating, we need to understand the relationship between content intent and the buyer's journey. Content intent refers to the underlying purpose or objective behind a piece of content. This intent must align with the specific stage of the buyer's journey to effectively engage and guide the buyer through the decision-making process. For example, in the awareness stage, the content should aim to educate and inform the audience about their problem or need. The intent here is to build brand awareness and establish thought leadership. As we move through the journey to the consideration stage, the content should provide in-depth information about available solutions and highlight their features and benefits. Here, the intent is to position your product as the best solution and differentiate it from competitors. At the conversion stage, the content reinforces the value proposition and provides a clear call to action to encourage a purchase. Even after the sale in the retention phase, the intent shifts to nurturing a long-lasting relationship to encourage customer loyalty and advocacy. To ensure our content resonates, we must identify buyer personas. Buyer personas are semi-fictional representations of your ideal customers based on real data and research. They encapsulate the characteristics, behaviors, motivations, goals, and challenges of a particular customer segment. To gather this information, we use specific techniques like conducting surveys and interviews with existing customers or analyzing website analytics and social media conversations. Understanding these personas allows businesses to tailor messaging and content formats to specific preferences, significantly improving engagement. Now, let's look at the types of marketing content available to us. You might choose topical content, which is highly relevant and timely, focusing on current events or news within a specific industry. While this capitalizes on immediate discussions, it has a relatively short lifespan. Alternatively, you can create evergreen content, which remains relevant and valuable over an extended period, regardless of when it was created. This type of content is not tied to specific trends and therefore has a longer shelf life. The creative process itself requires structure. After identifying what your audience needs, you must research these areas and consume relevant information. You then expand on these ideas, brainstorm themes, and conduct keyword research. Interestingly, a vital part of the process is to leave the idea alone for a period to let it brew in your subconscious before returning to critique or validate it. To assist in this phase, we can now leverage AI content generation tools like Gemini or ChatGPT to generate drafts and outlines. However, it is best practice to use AI only as a supportive tool rather than a replacement, ensuring you fact-check information and maintain a consistent brand voice. Once the content is created, we face the challenge of distribution and promotion. We utilize owned media channels, such as our website, blogs, and email marketing lists. We also look for earned media opportunities like guest blogging or industry media mentions, which act as third-party validation. Additionally, we can employ paid media tactics, such as social ads and search engine marketing, to run targeted campaigns. Effective promotion involves optimizing content for each platform with the right visuals and captions, and engaging with the audience to encourage sharing. To wrap up Module 3, remember that content marketing is a powerful tool for building lasting relationships and turning audiences into loyal customers. By combining a clear understanding of your buyer personas with a strategy that aligns with the buyer's journey, you can create content that truly educates and converts. As you move forward, consider using a monthly content calendar to organize your efforts and ensure your messaging remains consistent. Thanks for watching.